Today we are talking about a conversation that we talk about often, black hair, and especially around the release of this new Netflix film. What better time to have this conversation with someone who completely shaved all their hair off for the camera in an intense scene. We see it in the trailer. We have to talk about this because you went through an array of emotions.
Yes, I sure did. I sure did. I was attached to this project probably 2 years before we even had the Netflix deal, and I always kind of knew the character was going to shave her head. And for a while, I was like, oh, we'll just get a really expensive prosthetic.
Okay, we're gonna get a really good wig.
Because, you know, you just don't, I had a lot of hair. It was long, many, many years of growing it. And that wasn't even, I was like, I'm an actress. I don't have to do this. What the technology that they have today really is, it looks really natural. But the more I delved into the story and into the character, I was like, I will be doing this character and this story and what this means in our culture, in our world, a disservice if I do not shave my head. So once, you know, you make a decision. Before you make a decision, it's something that you know you have to do, but you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh God, there were about 6 months where I was like, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna really have to do this, and I don't want to do this. But finally, I kind of got on board with it and got excited about it, and I made the decision to do it. And so that day was, you know, I say that it was, I'm playing Violet.
Yeah.
But I'm also me.
Yeah.
So it's like that you're seeing two things going on at once in that scene. And we had one take. And
one head.
One head, one take. I mean, you can't
you better get it right.
Don't do that.
The scene, they cut the scene down, but the scene probably went on for almost 10 minutes because, you know, we had a rehearsal. Larry Sims, the extraordinary Larry Sims, was the hair designer on the movie, and he got me through the whole thing. But I had never used clippers before, so we had to practice. I had to put a wig on a couple days before, and really far down on my forehead, so we actually didn't get the real hair, and we had to practice with the wig, and you know. Yeah.
Keyaira recently did a brave move. We talk about this a lot, and she was struggling with it all. And she went outside, she took out her natural hair, similar to your fro, and she braved the world without her weave or her wig or her crochets. So Keyaira, you talk about that process and stepping outside for that first time with your hair out.
Yeah, I think that throughout my life, I always saw hair as more of a personality thing. So I changed my hair a lot because I'm eccentric, or I change my hair a lot because I'm ever evolving, and it was just part of my personality. But I started to just sit with myself for a while, and I was just like, is this really just because you want to be like an outspoken, crazy Leo, or is there something deeper going on that you don't want to wear your hair? And that was kind of my top of the year dedication, is just like, we'll just wear it out. And as I started to do it, I realized I carried so much envy for people who can take out their weaves and just wear their hair comfortably. And, you know, in between our weaves and stuff, we'd be like, when am I gonna get my hair done? I need to make sure I have the money, and I was just like, so many women in the world don't have that stress. Like, let me just be in this like carefree moment and not have to have the panic of figuring out what to do between different protective styles. So I did it, and it was terrifying. You know, I have 4C fine hair. It's not a big, thick fro. It's very soft, it falls flat. You have to do a lot to it to make it stand up. And it's not the hair that I see represented in a lot of those YouTube University tutorials. And I kind of had to pave my own way and create my own space. And I think one thing that helped me was just to see women who had my hair texture. Like, I was literally putting in to Google fine hair, 4C, short textured, like very specific, because sometimes when you just don't see yourself, you start to feel like that is ugly or that's not right. When it's none of those things, it's just different.
Well, that's also part of what you're feeling is what so many black women feel because of, until now, which is really sad, 2018, we weren't seeing ourselves represented in advertising, in the magazines, on TV, in movies. I went to see Black Panther. I was on location. I was by myself, and it was the opening weekend, and it was a very mixed audience. And I came out, I walked out, and there was this little white boy who was like 9 years old, right behind me, saying, "That was great, that was great, that was great." And I looked and I was like, wow. I said, he's gonna grow up in a different world. And I thought, and it almost made me cry because it made me think about, it's gonna make me cry now, all the little black children who never got to see that growing up. I wasn't expecting to get emotional, but you know what I mean? That's real.
This is
and
real.
It's so real, and it's like the fact that you would feel ashamed, or even me, like I'm wearing my hair natural, and every other day I'm like, should I put a weave in? Should I put some braids in? I mean, even braids. But like, I'm making myself wear my hair natural because, as from little children, we were read Cinderella, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Rapunzel. These are all fairy tales that help shape who we are in this culture, and they're not reflective of us. And so that's why I'm so happy about this moment in our culture where there is a Black Renaissance, where we are celebrating our beauty, and the world is starting to open up to different representations of different color. But it's been a long time coming.